joined us, and I know some people will join us in the middle of it, but that's fine. So welcome back to Opting Out Isn't an Option, the 3 P's of marriage: purpose, passion, and perspective. Today we are talking about passion. So the 2 points that we're going to hit today in passion are why passion is needed in your marriage.
Yep.
But why passion should not define your marriage.
Double yep.
So I'm going to first start off with some definitions of passion.
I want to see how your week went first, babe. I'm pretty sure the folks want to know, too, how you been. How you been?
I mean,
there's been a lot going on this last week and a half, right?
I've been extremely busy. I've been extremely busy and but blessed. Lots of opportunities, I must say, and I'm super excited about the opportunities. And it's just been extremely busy with work and making, in my own business. Mm-hmm. So busy. How's your day, babe?
It's been busy as well. Yeah. Busy as well. A lot of client contacts, a lot of traveling, a lot of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. But been blessed. Yeah. It's been exciting. For certain.
Yeah.
For certain. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So after a long day at work, I still was like super amped to come and, talk to you all about marriage because we love each other and we love God and we know that marriage is ministry. So as I was saying, today is passion in our 3-part series. Opting out isn't an option. The 3 P's of marriage: purpose, passion, and perspective. So as I was saying, the 2 points that we're going to hit today are why passion is needed in your marriage, but why passion should not define your marriage. So before we get started into the discussion, I want to drop some definitions of passion. Merriam-Webster dictionary defines passion as intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or emotion. Mm-hmm. And Oxford Dictionary defined passion as strong or barely controllable emotion. What does that mean for you, babe?
I think the phrase that caught my eye or caught my ear, mm-hmm. Right off the bat is just what you said very last: the strong or uncontrollable emotion. Right. When I think about like passion and how people look at passion, it's either in 2 ways. It's either towards people, or it's either towards a thing, and that thing like maybe like an action or an event or a talent or a job, kind of something around those confines. So kind of just to bring that home, we're really talking about passion in marriage, or if you're getting ready to be married, your relationship, and your passion towards your significant other. And like to kind of dig into that even more, really, when people hear passion, especially like towards a person, they think of it more erotic, more sexy, right? But it could be more than that, right? It could be more than that, right? Or when people think of passion like in a thing, like in your talent or in your job, they think of, you think of going hard, nonstop, team, no sleep, because you're obsessive about it. Like this is your passion, and it's you're obsessed with it. So I think that word obsession goes both ways too, with the thing and the people.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But since you ain't no thing, you a whole man. We gonna talk about with the person. Mm-hmm. Passion it's necessary in a marriage. And we're going to talk about sex. Because as Anthony said, majority of our passion is defined erotically when with someone. Yeah. And if you had, first and foremost, before we get into the discussion even more, you got questions, comments, anything that you have, drop them on Instagram, drop them on Facebook.
Definitely.
And we'll answer them.
Ask us questions, y'all.
Yeah, ask questions. We're very transparent. We're going to talk about our sex life. Not too much, though. Not too much. So, I guess in our marriage, why passion is necessary is because sex is the deepest form of intimacy with someone. You never feel closer to someone than you do when you have sex with them. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
God created sex for marriage because when you or your spouse are together, you all have become one. You're supposed to cleave together. But it's also important to understand that passion should not define your marriage, because at some point in your marriage, there may be a point where sex dies off. That passion that you have towards that person may deplete or decrease a little bit. And if that is the foundation of your marriage, the definition of your marriage, then how does your marriage succeed?
Yeah.
How does it continue to grow?
Yeah. I think what another piece, like kind of what you said just about the sex thing and how strong it can be.
Mm-hmm.
It's physical, yeah, but man, it's a spiritual connection too.
Absolutely.
Like it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
Yeah.
I'll stop it there.
Yeah. It's spiritual, it's physical, it's mental, especially for women. It's extremely mental. If women, like for example, if you have a whole lot of things on your mind, you may not necessarily be in the mood to do that. Whereas men, they could toss it out their ears and be like, let's go.
Let's get it done.
That's the reality of it. But so I guess I've definitely met some people who were definitely passionate for each other, and that passion may drive people to get married. And that's all fine and dandy, but if that is the foundation of your marriage, like I said, then how do you expect it to survive? Now, for people who are married currently, and that passion has depleted a little bit, the only way that you stay together is you go back to your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we discuss purpose first.
Yep. Because
without a purpose for your marriage, for your union, then how can you continue to strive and grow as a couple without a purpose?
Yeah, that passion it's not going to be the passion in the first definition that I gave. That more so erotic passion, it's not going to be there forever. Right? It's not gonna be we gonna turn 80. I mean, hey, now I'm.
We definitely not the same.
We gonna be all right, right? But just the older you get, we've seen so many people say, "Hey, it goes after a while." It just does. Your desire for it, I guess, or the ability even, it just goes. But where's that second passion gonna? Is that still gonna be there? And that's where that foundation of purpose comes in. I think what you were saying, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, life happens. Not only does your body change, life happens. It can be a moment where you're in the middle of a job where you're super stressed out, you're unhappy, any stage of your life, and you're not in the you don't have any desire to be passionate with the person that you love. And it doesn't mean that anything's necessarily wrong with that person, but life happens. And like I said, in those moments, it's when purpose shouldn't be the defining factor for your marriage.
Yeah.
If you're not married, passion is important as well, but it's understanding that, well, first and foremost, if you're not married, you shouldn't be having sex anyway.
However.
We
was there.
So when I tell y'all this is not me saying that we are anyway whatsoever.
We're talking to us too.
Okay, we are not squeaky clean. We were not virgins when we got married, unfortunately, and I really wish we were. I really wish I was. And it takes away a lot of things for you when you don't wait till you're married. But like I said, we definitely were not virgins when we got married. However, we did at some point in our dating decide to be celibate until we got married, because we wanted to be pleasing to Christ. And that's because our foundation was not passion for each other. Our foundation was in Christ.
And even then, we slipped up even then.
Yeah, even then.
We slipped up even
Yeah,
then.
even then we slipped up.
I think that speaks to, what we talk about with Christ and true grace.
Absolutely.
And really living off of that grace, But
yeah, absolutely. We definitely want to be transparent with you all because we never want to be the type of people who come to you and just talk to you about marriage and, how to make your marriage successful. You can have this great marriage today. Sell you something that's not true. Yeah. We want to give you we want to actually be real with you and be on the same level as you because the reality is we're not perfect. We're not squeaky clean. We want to talk to you about what we've been through and our story and why we wish we could go back and change some things. But because we cannot go back and change some things, we want to enlighten you so that you can, you have the opportunity to do the same. So,
like, what are some of y'all's like questions or experiences? Drop them in the comments if you guys had anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I do want to take this time. Make sure you guys if you guys are enjoying the conversation and all that stuff. Make sure you share our videos out. Throw us some love. Send us some hearts. We love that kind of stuff. Yeah. So share that stuff with us.
Also, if you miss any of these videos, that is fine. Go to essencerobinson.com and in the top right-hand corner, there's a YouTube link. It'll take you to the YouTube page where you can see all of these videos.
Right there in the menu.
Yes. Workout videos from me, recipes, just different things. Mm-hmm. Subscribe to it. Don't just watch it. Subscribe to it. Share it to somebody you think it'll bless. Okay?
We like watches too.
We do.
What else you got?
So when it comes to, I guess, let's talk about the two passions in marriage. Mm-hmm. I have a passion for you and I have a passion for my work also. Mm-hmm. And how can those two clash and how can they work together as well? Yeah. So how is it for you? Because I know that you're running, you run your full-time business, but and you also make time to be passionate with me. So how does that even out?
Man, I think for me, it's like with anything, you have to. It's like you got to plan some aspects of some things, and I'm not saying plan.
Don't you ain't got to say
when you go peel back
with white
when you go peel back the covers. but you know what though?
But sometimes
even if you have to. It's a look. I'm noticing. I may not be like everybody else, or I may be like a few more people.
Right.
We get busy, man. Like we get busy, and the older we get, the more responsibilities we take on. Maybe sometimes you gotta put a little reminder in your phone, or maybe you do. And I'm not saying that's get rid of the spontaneous things because spontaneous things are great. If you feel like popping up on your wife and going to the parking garage,
go ahead.
then you do that. You do that. But it's okay to have the planned stuff too. Just to make sure that if nothing else, something's gonna happen, right? If nothing else, it's so important, especially for my fellas, like. It's how we're wired, man. Like it's like we could go every other day. They could go every other month. Sometimes it's just so we got to make sure that we're kind of taking the lead and pulling that hand in that direction.
And ladies, understand, because I know I'm a woman. We ain't always in the mood. We're not wired like men. As he said, sometimes it's everything mental for us. If all these things, different things going on in our life, we're not trying to get busy as Doja said. We ain't trying to get busy. It's not anything that we want to do. However, it's also important to understand that your spouse is a number one priority, and if that means you have to put yourself aside and give and please a little bit, you gotta do that.
If y'all only knew how hard I'm trying to restrain.
From what right now?
From making so many puns off of this conversation.
Don't do it.
I'm really trying hard. I'm really trying hard because you're making it so easy for me right now. You really
I know. But yes, so it's definitely passion is important. When you have two passions with your work and your spouse, understand that your spouse comes number one, even over that passion that you have for whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be your job or your own business, your spouse still is number one. Yep. So understand, make sure that you still catering to the needs of the person that you love. Yep. And sometimes that calls for sacrifice. So if you are tired, ladies, just... No, I'm just...
No, you can say it. No, you can
lazy.
Say it. We grow.
Lazy.
So, but you know what? What else you said? You mentioned the people, but you also mentioned with our jobs or with our work. I think our work is better because God gives us work, not necessarily jobs, but He gives us work to do in our lives. So what do you like? How do you? I think you were saying coexist that passion in with your spouse into your work. Like, how does that work for you?
Like, okay, rephrase that.
Like, how do you mesh the two?
Well, I guess the good thing for me and Anthony is I do shoot with him at his weddings sometimes, and this is another avenue of a business that we're creating a ministry, and also my husband is not just like my best friend. My husband, he's my manager. He's my my guide. I guess the way that you can do this is just making each other a part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're in this together, and I guess for my day job, he can't be a part of that.
Yeah.
But one thing that you can always do that me and my husband have stayed true to, and we have not allowed anything to interfere with that, is date nights.
Yep.
On Wednesdays, every Wednesday on date night, in the middle of the week, because he's my little heaven in between the everyday struggle. Baby. He's my heaven because I need that moment alone with my husband. He can get my mind right, wheel me back in, and also it's important to talk about what else is also important in your marriage. Is to talk about what you need. I think sometimes we just expect our spouse to just know
what you need.
But that ain't the truth, because one thing I can tell you about my husband is that he ain't no mind reader. Okay? He can't read nothing. But see, he don't have to, because I'm the wife to tell you exactly what I want and what I need. Okay? But if it's something that you're falling down on in your marriage or falling back in when it comes to intimacy, it's important that you have that open line of communication.
Yeah.
So that your spouse should be able to come to you and say, "Hey, babe, haven't gotten this. I need that." And you should be that humble spouse and be like, "You know what? I'm sorry, I have been neglecting you in that area. What can I do to make it better?" And it's understanding that your spouse ain't all of you, and you ain't all of your spouse. You were two individual people coming together to be one.
Yep.
So you have to tell each other what you need. Passion is necessary in your marriage, like I said, but it should not define your marriage.
Yeah. I think going back to the original, I guess, statement or question, you really hit it on the head. Mm-hmm. If that's something that you guys are wearing. If that's something that you guys that you are really wanting to do, is as far as being passionate with the person that you're passionate about, then figure out ways to intertwine some things. If you both do have businesses, or if one of the other has a business, work each other in there so you get more time together. It doesn't have to be now. Of course, everybody has different dynamics. So if that doesn't work, then it doesn't work. You know yourself. Right. But if you guys both have day jobs, maybe you have you're working your 9 to 5. Figure out some times to take some lunches together. Yep. Go to lunch together every now and again.
Absolutely.
Try maybe take off work a little early and go pop up on somebody. It's passion. It's like we said, the original definition, an undeniable attraction.
No.
Was it?
No, sweetheart.
Undeniable.
It is a strong or barely controllable emotion, intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or emotion.
So show that overpowering feeling in as many different ways as you can.
Yes, sex should not be the only way that you are showing your spouse that you're passionate about them.
You don't make love to your business, do you? All right. There's more than one way to show that passion. It's not all erotic. And I know that's what comes to mind first. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I'm a man. I don't know. But I think that's what comes to mind.
Don't make me in a cliche. Don't make me in a cliche. So let's see some questions that people have or some comments.
Yeah, look, we'll check out what's on Instagram. Who on the gram? I know we got my boy Doja here. Yes, sir. My man. Yeah.
You know what's up.
Yeah, you know what's up. You already know. You and Candace over there. Yeah, y'all going.
Going.
Yeah, they right.
Go ahead.
The wheel.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Pete Ellington said he had to shake. Dill said, "What's up?" Cool. Oh, what's up, Brittany? Yeah. So yeah, y'all. Yeah.
I do have a comment over here from my girl Raven. I do want to acknowledge her.
That's so right.
You got the
huh?
Thing, the mouse.
The mouse? Oh, yeah, I do.
Raven, what did Raven say? She said,
"Go up."
Plan it to remind yourself, but don't tell your spouse. No.
Figgity facts.
No, that's real though. Because you
the
don't
element
want,
of surprise.
Yeah, and not only that, but you don't want your spouse to make it seem like, oh, you had to fit me in your schedule. Nice to know.
Well, that's what
but
you
know,
say.
But so yes, don't like if your spouse like set a reminder on your phone and it pop up and your spouse see it, and that way they'll just really be like, well, I mean, then you're just planning it out. That don't make me feel like you actually want me. You're only doing it because I want you to want me, type of thing, So you definitely don't want that, but plan it out because you want to be giving your spouse what they need. So if that was what works for you, do it. But like my girl Raymond said, because she know, don't let your spouse know that you planning it.
And if it's really what works for you, do it. Ding. That was supposed to be the.
No.
I don't have anything else.
No, I mean, that's all I wanted to say to y'all. Don't forget, we just want to do a smidget recap, small recap.
Yep.
Passion is necessary in your marriage. Mm-hmm. Understand that you have to cater to your spouse's needs. Give them what they need. But understand that at some point, those things may die down a little bit. Mm-hmm. And if that depletes or goes down, you go back to your passion and understand that it is not my attraction to you that brought us together. It is not my desire to have sex with you that brought us together. It's understanding what your passion is. I understand and we understand that we were brought together for a greater purpose, not for ourselves, but for Christ, to bring us together and to share our word and to use our marriage as ministry for his will. So find out what your purpose is.
And last little piece, y'all. If you want some passion, that passion in the Bible, read Songs of Solomon. Read it.
That's a love book.
That brother had game for real. Alright, so I'm gonna leave out there. But yeah, that's all I had. Hey, like we said, make sure you throw a love, give us the hearts, throw us a share, leave us a comment. We answer questions all throughout the week. So if you catching this after the live, just throw a comment in the comment section. We'll get to you for certain. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to Essence's YouTube channel at essencerobinson.com. You'll see the YouTube link in the menu. That's all.
Yep, you'll find workout videos. Like I told y'all, I have been working out, trying to eat healthier. So watch my journey on the YouTube channel. And all the videos that we've been making, this 3-part series is just the beginning. So you'll catch this and my own individual series that I'll have for ladies after this series is over. All that'll be on the YouTube channel. So go to it, like it, subscribe to it. Also, our videos on Facebook, like them, share them. And that's it, y'all.
Thank y'all for watching. We will be back next week, 7 o'clock. What's next Thursday? The 7th?
We ain't gonna tell y'all.
It's the 7th or the 8th. It's one of the two. Next Thursday, 7 o'clock. We'll be right here. Hopefully you will too. See y'all then.
All right, y'all.
All right.